So when you said that, you like, you're pouring into everybody else and just taking it the time it is, that's deep.
Yeah.
So I agree.
A part of it is like, how many of you are actually intentional with you?
Right, I'm trying to.
Yeah, not genuinely, yeah, not.
Yes.
Right?
Mhm.
And
Because I
being
can say,
consistent
we can
about it.
say that we are intentional, we can say that we are worthy, but what it is, you can tell based on what it is that you value, right? So if I say that I value me, you can tell what it is that I value based on all of the things that I spend my time doing. So, with that being said, if you are saying that you are of value when you're up here, then everything else comes second, but yet it's some incongruency going on because you're the last person that actually gets the attention. You're the last person that actually can get what it is that you need in that moment. So what does that actually look like for you guys to be intentional? Like even if y'all don't take anything away from today, I want y'all to at least leave knowing how to be intentional with yourself. What's one thing that you've been said that you're intentional with? Okay. Well, I will say that you all have already started being intentional because you intentionally came here today, right? So everybody pat yourself on the back, give everybody a round of applause. So since, you know, of course the theme for today is self-care. So the next question that I have is for you guys. How do you feel about your appearance on your best days?
Wake up done by a professional and I still am not,
You still not feeling like?
yeah.
Okay.
I want to get to that,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but I definitely thank you for sharing that and being real about it, because that was what I was getting ready to go into next, right? Because oftentimes we're putting on the makeup, we're putting on the nails, right? The lashes, the weave, the whatever, and it's essentially it's a mask, right? And yeah, we can step into that person and feel like her, feel like that girl, right? But do we still feel like that when all of that stuff comes off?
So all summer was just about me loving the raw version of me.
But that's an example of you being intentional.
Oh, well, I guess
Yeah.
that's what I was intentional about.
Yeah. You gotta be, so when you're being intentional about it, it's more so about staying the course,
Mhm.
right? You're staying diligent, you're keeping yourself accountable. Like accountability is the biggest piece when we're talking about healing ourselves, right? So, but intentionality comes first, you know what I'm saying? So that is what that actually looks like. So that is something that you have been intentional about. I just had to point that out. You're welcome. Again, when we're talking about the way that we look on the outside, it still is affecting the way that we feel on the inside. Very much. All right, and that still going back to the earlier statement of, you know, we're getting done up and we're looking like this. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been in a situation where I'm like, I look so good, but I can't get a picture for nothing. Can't get a picture for nothing. But why do you think that is?
The tough critics.
Yeah.
I mean, within that camera roll, they hardly fired though. So I think naturally we are tough. Because you look at 10 pictures, maybe let's just say 20, somebody snap them up. But you only go like 2, you only go heart like 2 of them. You only go send 2 to the favorite to really like them. So I think we're just really hard on ourselves.
The Instagram don't help either.
No, social media, yes, absolutely. Oh, but when we're talking about our appearance, how do you feel like your appearance has affected your mental health? But not only do you have to clean it up, you have to actually sit with yourself and ask yourself, okay, let me check in with myself. What's been going on this week? What have I been neglecting, right? Because oftentimes we like to say, our parents neglected us, they abandoned us, they rejected us, but guess what? You in turn are still doing the same thing to yourself. So in what aspects are you neglecting yourself? In what aspects are you abandoning yourself? In what aspects have you been rejecting yourself? Because rejecting yourself is also not speaking up, not voicing your concerns, not sharing exactly how it is that you feel about an issue or whatever the case may be. You reject your own voice in that regard. you have to go back and retrace your steps so that way you can really figure out what is the root of this issue. So that way you can pull yourself out of the darkness, right? So that's why I say retrace your steps, right? Because when you retrace your steps, you can come right back out of it. All right, so making sure that you're asking yourself the right questions. What was the first question I just said?
What happened today?
What happened today?
What are your
Right?
triggers?
What are what are your triggers? The next one. What are your thoughts? And then how long, being mindful too of how long you're spending time in this darkness. Be very mindful. I say no more than 15 minutes. And then ask yourself, okay, what do I need right now in this moment? What can I do for myself in this moment? That is also not substance related, okay? You don't need a glass of wine, you don't need to hit the blunt, nor do you need to hit the vape, okay? If I'm calling you out, I'm calling you out. For real. Because that's also another form of y'all self-sabotaging yourself in regards to being intentional about your health, right?
Yeah.
But let me ask you this, because again, you're searching for something outside of yourself instead of going inside of yourself. So what is it that you're running away from? What are you trying to escape? Because again, one thing that I will tell y'all is people don't actually really want to get to know themselves, for real. Like you say that you want to, but when you say that you want to get to know yourself, that means you have to go through the ugly parts of you, because we all have them. Darkness and light lives within every single person in this room. Like, who are y'all when y'all are in those dark spaces, when y'all are carrying these different hats or these different roles in your life? You know what I'm saying? So you need to ask yourself these tough questions instead of going to your natural escape route, right? Oh, that nigga done pissed me off. Let me go let me call my girl. I need to spark a blunt. Well, bitch, come over. We need to take a shot. Yeah, I'm on the way.
I think